about the introduction for this training. The ethical training program is to face even more complicated dilemmas in the workplace. Many organizations have turned to ethics training program to ensure a standard of understanding for employees' ethical dilemmas in the workplace. Business ethics situations do not always have one right situation that could have multiple implications for the organizations. The ethical training program is to prepare the workforce for a variety of difficult situations. Workplace training is also known as a process of developing knowledge, skills, and competency among all organizations. Employees running different types of training programs depending on their requirements, the ability of resource, and the agency of their needs. One of the best workplace safety training programs that organization can do is fire extinguish training, how to deal with the construction training, and first aid and CPR training.
Just now we have here the briefing of our program. Now I continue to the objective and core value. First objective is to develop critical thinking skill that help employees to recognize potential ethic that employees face in the workplace. The training program help employees on how them to react of the realistic scenario at the workplace. Second is to enhance and motivate the employees to work as a team in the workplace and make a good relationship with each other. The training program providing activity to the employees to them active participants that give more wealth and have a value. Third is to provide clear and realistic guidelines to the employees to prevent the ethical issue the most often happen nowadays. The training program are providing training material and time frame that are stable to the employees. Next is core value. First is leadership. Leadership is one of fundamental value in the workplace. It is because leader is an example to the another employees to follow the ethical standard in the workplace. The leader should be uphold the ethical standard for the entire organization. Second is teamwork. At the workplace, teamwork is important in the workplace to build a good standard ethical and providing unethical issue between the employees. In the workplace, it is necessary to work more openly and have a supporting team, whether formal or informal. Next is relationship. Relationship is one of core value in the workplace. The unethical issue like blaming other employees, not respect each other, and claiming as a victim are negative value in the workplace. So, the sense of the responsibility should be applied to all employees to reduce unethical issues that are more often nowadays.
I will discuss about our alternative for the safety training at workplace. We have 2 days to conduct training on the first day, which is Saturday 18 July 2020 and Sunday 19 July 2020. For the first day, there will be registration for the participant, briefing about the safety training, and we have 3 slots. First slot about the internal fire extinguisher, and two slot external, how to deal with the construction, and third slot about the first aid and CPR. In Saturday, we just have 1 slot and 2 slot on Sunday. In this third slot, we have tutorial how to do the safety training.
So for the first slot, we are going to do a fire drill practice. So basically, as you all know, fire drill practice is where we practice to evacuate the building during the fire. So basically, it's a test how to evacuate the building in various of series. So basically, we will test in what if we have a pregnant lady present, or an asthma patient, or even have an elderly in the building, and what are the alternative routes. So for slot number 2, we are going to teach them how to use a fire extinguisher. So fire extinguisher is very easy, but without a main knowledge, they might cause a very big problem. So fire there's a lot of cause of it. It can be chemical, it can be paper, wood, or anything. And if we use a wrong fire extinguisher, it's going to cause more problems. So we have to teach them, the workers, how to, the characteristic of the fire and which fire extinguisher that they can use. So the ethics in here is being a leader, you have to put yourself second, while you have to put others as first. So basically, you need to help to those who need. You need to help other workers to evacuate the building. So also, you need to have a very good communication with your workers also. Other than being a leader, other workers need to be a very good listener and react as fast as you can, but in a calm state mind. So Also, workers need to know and need to alert about the escape group, evacuate. They need to be more alert. When there is no presence of the leader, the workers need to know what to do, where to move, and where to go. And also be rational, means not panicking, no pushing. Help those who really need. Help those who are pregnant. Help those who are elderly, or help those who are sick or having a asthma attack or doing like something like that. So this is what we need to teach them.
After done with first and second slot, the next slot of training is the first aid training. During this training, the people from Safety and Health Committee members demonstrate how to use the first aid kit and teach how to use with the right way. The first aid kit consists of plasters, sterile wound dressing, roller bandage, triangular bandage, disposable gloves, and so forth. This slot, they learn about the first aid kit equipment and how to use it because most of them know, notice, and aware about the first aid kit in their office, but they did not know how to use it quickly with the right way during an emergency. So from this training, they can increase the knowledge on how to treat the accident effectively with the first aid kit equipment. Next is CPR. CPR is a basic training that all people must learn. Most of the employees might learn CPR during high school, but during this time, we want to ensure all the employees understand the method of giving CPR to the potential victim when an emergency occurs at their workplace. They will learn the CPR method after demonstration given by the Safety and Health Committee. Normally, they provide the fake human body, which includes the adult and child, to show how to give the CPR to both adult and child because the method is slightly different. They also must alert the do's and don'ts during the training so that they aware the essential of CPR for our daily life. The next ethical behavior is obey the company's rules and regulation. At the start of an employee contract, companies may need the employee to sign various documents, including the company rules and regulation agreement form. Also, the employee may be given a handbook that may serve as a guide. Some common rules are tardiness, inappropriate dressing and language, and etc. Due to the excitement of getting a new job, some employees do not properly read these rules and may end up deferring them in the future. Therefore, it is important that new employees properly read these rules and regulations in order not to defer them. Besides, is the develop professional relation. Good professional relationships are not only a thing that fosters teamwork among employees, but also help with individual career development for employees. Developing professional relationship with co-workers or other professionals outside the workplace will also directly or indirectly improve productivity. Last but not least is respect your colleagues. It doesn't matter whether you are dealing with the intern, a junior, janitor, etc. They should all be treated with respect. As a manager, treating your team members with respect will help improve their productivity. Giving constructive criticism and saying kind words to them even when they are not able to deliver perfectly will help them strive to better in the future.
I'm gonna present about the training design and methods. So the first methods that we use in this training is instructor-led classroom training. So basically this kind of method is very effective because the participant will learn first about this training before move to the practical methods to the others. The reason why we use this method is some of our participants are never been in any training like this. So the second methods that we use in this training is demonstration. So demonstration is more appropriate for our internal and external training, which is fire extinguisher, fire drill, first aid, and CPR. On this section, our crew will demonstrate on how to do the training in the right way, and then we'll explain step by step in each of the training. So the next method is practical. After that, for the internal and external training, we decide to do a practical for this training. This is because for this method, we divide them into a group to make it easier to handle them. The reason why we divide them into the group is to make sure our crew can make sure each of participants not being left behind. For the fire drill, we do that all together. We show them how to wreck on fire.
For the first one, hands-on method. This method is used to involve trainees by trying out their skills. It also provides teaching specific skills that are related to the job and how to handle interpersonal issues. For example, we use on-the-job training, OJT, and simulations. So the second one, we use group building method. This method is designed to improve team or group effectiveness. This training will be directed at improving individual trainees' skills as well as team effectiveness. Group building methods also involve employees in sharing ideas and experience, building group identity, understand interpersonal dynamics, and learning the strengths and weaknesses of their co-workers. For example, we use team training and also action learning. Today, I am gonna to talk about our training program budgets. On our training program proposal, we include two types of budgets. The first one is safety training program budgets. We have a list for items here, whereas the cost of whole rent for the training program is Rm 300 ringgit. We need to rent it for 2 days, which means we have to pay Rm 600 ringgit. Next, we also use the PA system with the value of Rm 250 ringgit. We need to use it for 2 days, also make us to pay Rm 500 ringgit. Moreover, we also order food and drink which costs us Rm 10 ringgit. We order for 30 packs for 2 days and it costs us Rm 600 ringgit. For other equipment, the cost is Rm 250 ringgit. So the annual total for the item we utilize is Rm 1950 ringgit. Next about budget. About budget is the fees. We have list the items for the registrations, such as certified, clothes, food and drink, and notebook for our training program participants. The fees is Rm 150 ringgit and it will be for 30%. The annual total for our training program fees is Rm 4,500 ringgit. Thank you.
Hi, hello, my name is Nur Shafina and my position is in a program unit. For the training program, we are giving participants an evaluation form to make an analysis and survey to see how does the training program giving effect to the participants. We are giving a section to them to give an opinion on what need to be fixed in the training program to ensure the effectiveness of the program in the future and their work performance.